Hi, this is Pat from Texas Ranch Hen Houses. This is our 8x8 coop. Now you don't have to come in it like I did just to clean it out. You can reach it from that great big door you got right there. You can pretty much reach a rake or a hoe inside there and do anything you need to do. Or you can just move the coop as it's intended to be done. We have a tow rope down there that you're going to be able to pull this coop to a new position if you want to. This is a tow rope for pulling your coop. And I would pull it except it would come down off the chairs. Large doors, you can reach all the way back. When you lift this up, you can step inside here and just lean over and kind of duck under, and you can reach any part of that coop. You might have to kind of, bend forward and lean in. But as far as cleaning it out and such, a rake or a hoe can reach under the roost bars there. And speaking of that, the roost bars are adjustable. We can either make them at this height or higher if you have larger birds or birds that don't roost. We can change the position of those roost bars for ducks and geese and such. These are very sturdy coops. We use exterior grade screws. We use 1/2-inch mesh hardware cloth. This is what's generally recommended for rodents and predators. This prevents their entry. Very sturdy, tough wire. The wood that we use is this is premium grade pine and red cedar for the roofing. We use a stain that is generally a 4-year stain. Shouldn't need to be restained for about 4 years. It's UV, it has UV additives and some anti-mold, anti-mildew ingredients, but it's not like treated wood, which is poisonous. These are A-frame coops. We like those because the wind doesn't knock them over. The wind just goes over them if it's in that direction. And generally we point them so that in high winds you want the slanted side toward the weather. This coop is predator proof. We use this tough hardware cloth. It's 1/2-inch mesh so that even mice can't get into it. We've never had any predator problems with our coops. We've got hundreds of coops out there and nobody has reported any problem with them. And this is a particularly tough coop. We have 24 linear feet of roost bar space in this set of coops. We got 4-foot width, and there are 3 of these in each one in both sides, and that's enough for at least 24 chickens to sleep in. Other coops we've seen on the market have very few roost bars. They mostly have little cubicles for the chickens to sleep in, and the roost bar space is minimal. Maybe for 2 or 3 chickens it would accommodate. I think people think that chickens need little beds, and they think they need nest boxes for each little chicken, which is not correct. Nest box is a double. This is good for about 8 to 10 chickens, and you access it from the little door right here. There's one of these at each end of the coop. Our nest boxes are inside the coop so that they don't heat up like the ones that come out of the sides of coops. You'll see them often with their little covered cubicles. Temperature in the summertime would get upwards of 120 degrees inside those, and pretty much cook your chicken and your eggs at the same time. Ours are protected by the cedar roof, which cedar roof is pretty temperature neutral. It is pretty cool in the summertime to the touch, and it's pretty warm in the winter. Unlike metal roofs, our coops don't heat up or get chilled, and your hand's not going to stick to them like the tongue on the flagpole. We don't like to put all that metal on the surfaces that you're going to hold on to, nor what the chickens are going to be under. Our coops have excellent ventilation. This is wired at both ends of the coop, and this allows plenty of circulation. The worst thing you can have for chickens is an ammonia buildup from their poop, which can be very toxic to chickens. Their respiratory systems are sensitive. And so that's why we believe in plenty of ventilation. In the wintertime, of course, there's ways to winterize this. So you'll find that on our website. Some people worry about rain coming into these coops because of the extra ventilation. There are a couple of things on that. One, rain doesn't hurt chickens. In fact, they'll go out in the rain and look for worms and bugs and stuff that surface during the rain. Rain just runs off of a chicken. They can get saturated, but it doesn't hurt them any as long as they have a chance to dry out. We don't like it if it's windy and rainy at the same time. They can get chilled, but ordinarily chickens are pretty tolerant for most parts of the year. This coop being 8 feet wide, there's plenty of room for the chickens to move around. If the rain is bothering them, they can move to a different section of the coop. It's got a lot of coverage. The back of this coop goes all the way down. It's solid cedar. And in the winter, or when there's bad weather, you want to be sure that the back of the coop either faces north in the winter or toward the incoming weather if you know a storm is coming in. Here's your nest access door. You can reach right into the nests. Now, what we recommend is putting pine shavings in here. They're easily available from Tractor Supply or any feed store or even pet supply stores, but they're probably cheaper at the larger chain feed stores. If you use hay or something like that, hay tends to rot, and it's not very good environment for the chickens or for the eggs. Pine shavings are easy to dump out and add more. They're inexpensive and they keep the nest drier. This coop is made so that another section, if you need it, this modular, you can add another section in between. We can make that for you. You can call us for the price on that. We give you a good deal on it. This is not like those Chinese coops where you have instructions that are hard to follow and all that. Ours are outlined and numbered each piece where it goes. It's not difficult to figure out where a piece goes.